How's it on YouTube? Peter here from Triple G Comics. Welcome back to another unboxing. Before we get into it, let's just start off by saying please go and check out my 500 subscriber giveaway. We're giving away a full set of first appearance of Punchline comics. We've also got our monthly comic book giveaway, so please like, subscribe on the videos and make sure you put a comment on to be in with a chance of winning those. So, I'm really excited with this one. This video is, I don't want to build it up too high, I guess, and I certainly don't want to over exaggerate or anything like that, but this is quite possibly going to be the greatest unboxing video you've ever seen in your entire life, and it'll never be repeated. It's gonna have, I think, some things in it that you will just lose your shit over. This is tremendous. All right, like I say, I don't want to over exaggerate or build it up too much. I would like to say also that this is Luke's fault, from a brilliant YouTube channel called Hydra Collectibles. Luke did a superb video, and I'll try and put a link up here, where basically he talked about nostalgia and the things that had an emotional response to him. I watched the video and I loved it, and I just went mental on eBay. You'll have seen a few weeks ago, again, that was somebody else's fault. You'll see a few weeks ago I bought my Castle Grayskull, link up above here, and my He-Man. Well, I just went nuts, and I decided, those of you that have watched my room tour video, you'll know I've got in my cabinets, I've got kind of a display of first American comic, first UK comic, and the first sticker album of all of my favourite cartoons as a kid. I'm very, very old, so these are some old cartoons, so things from the 80s, He-Man, Action Force, all that kind of jazz. And I've done a video on that in the past. But what I decided was, I also now needed, because of Luke, I also now needed the first figure that I'd ever bought from those lines, or my favourite character. So either the first figure or my favourite character. So I've spent the last couple of weeks going over eBay and picking up bits and bobs that I just loved. I've opened it to check it's correct, but then I've stuck it all in a big box to go through with you today, once I had everything put together. So here we go. We're just going to crack straight through, and we'll talk a bit about each item as we go. We'll start with this one. One of the things when I'm buying old figures or when I'm buying toys from my past, what I like to try and do is get, like I say, the character that means the most to us. So either the first figure I bought or my favourite character from the series. I also like to try and have a complete figure. So it upsets us if I haven't got all the accessories and all that kind of jazz that goes with the figure. I'm not too worried about them being on card, because I like to actually see the figure and feel the figure. That's sometimes quite challenging to get all the little bits and bobs, certainly with some of the ones you'll see later on. But this first one comes complete. I love it. And this is, of course, my favourite character from the Thundercats, and that's Tigra. Look at that. Look at that, he's got a little whip. Yeah, so Tigra from the Thundercats, vintage figure. I have got, you'll not be able to see it, but I have got a remake of Tigra. Why is he my favourite character? Don't know really, not sure. I just always preferred him to the others. I like the fact that he could turn invisible and all that, and I just think he's a tremendous character. So that figure is in good nick. These are old figures, so they will come with paint wear and a bit of chipping and things, and you'll see on the close-up pictures there, he does have some chipping on his chest, but I love him. I'm just gonna do that for the next 20 minutes. That's what this video is, me just doing that. Right, brilliant, excellent figure. Really pleased to have him in my collection. Once I've finished the video, what I'll do is I'll put them in the cabinet and I'll take some pictures so you can see what the cabinet looks like with them all in place. So that's Tigra from the Thundercats. Yeah, nice. This was a really hard figure to get complete, and a really hard figure to get undamaged, and I didn't manage to get him undamaged. So anybody that collects the old Action Force figures or G.I. Joe, as they were in America, will know that the old figures had issues with the groin area. So there were big problems with like a bit of plastic over the nuts, basically. And that used to snap off quite a lot. So this one has got that issue where it's snapped off. This brings back memories. So this was the figure to try and get when I was growing up. And it is, of course, from Action Force. It is Snake Eyes. Really hard character to get a hold of. Everybody wanted him, and I remember my mother going to Toys R Us in the day and absolutely scouring the shelves to try and get me and my cousins Snake Eyes, and I think we've got Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow at the same time. So this Snake Eyes figure comes with the wolf that he came originally packaged with, and it also hopefully comes with all of his accessories, which will be his backpack and his Uzi and sword. Yay! Get out. So there we are. There's his sword, his Uzi, and his backpack. Tremendous, absolutely tremendous. So we'll pop the sword in there, pop the backpack on him, we'll pop that Uzi in his hand. There we are. Pity that he's got the breakage on the groin area there, but like I say, really hard to get a hold of without that breakage. And these figures, to be honest, aren't cheap. I mean, they're not mentally expensive, but they're certainly not cheap to pick up. Love that. Love the fact that I've got him with his wolf and all the rest of it and all the jazz. Next, what we got. Oh, it's lush. Interesting story with this one. Same guy had two versions of this up. One was a little bit more expensive than the other, so I went for the cheaper version, and it did have some of the paint, the original paintwork wearing off on the chest. So I bought that one. He then messaged us later on and said, actually, you can't find that figure, so he's going to send us the better version. And obviously I was devastated, you know what I mean? But this is from Secret Wars, and this is Dr. Doom. So the paintwork on the chest quite often wears off. Comes with both of his guns on the back there, and of course his shield with the weird kind of what do you call that? Lenticular, is it? Lenticular stuff, and two of those. Loved this series growing up. I think this is what probably got us into comic books, the Secret Wars series. Tremendous action figures. Yeah, just love it. I remember going to London Zoo with my mum and getting the first Hobgoblin Secret Wars figure, which I think was limited to Europe at the time. So really pleased to have that. Dr. Doom, first figure I bought from the Secret Wars line, or first figure I got, shall we say, from the Secret Wars line. Love him. Next, what we got. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's tremendous. So this is from a series that I don't know if it ever really took off. It's back in comic book format at the moment, but this is Mask, Mobile Armored Strike Force. No, Force doesn't begin with a K, does it? Mobile Armored Strike Command, even though Command doesn't begin with a K either, but I'm fairly sure that's what it stood for. So this is Condor. I can't remember what the character was called. Was it Brad something? Loved this. This was my favourite toy from the Mask line. There were some brilliant figures in the Mask line. But this is the Condor Motorbike. It's in really good nick. Key thing with these figures were they all had the masks on, which all had special powers, although they never really, in the toy line, it didn't explain what the masks did. You had to kind of go through the cartoons of the comics to figure that out. All of the vehicles were tremendous, and they all did special things like transform. So this one, Condor, obviously turns into a heptacopter. Love it. Love it. So that's Condor from Mask. Next, what we got? Brilliant. So, Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. Hero Turtles in the UK for some reason. Not sure why we had Hero Turtles and the rest of the world had Ninja Turtles. I think it was because us delicate Brits couldn't handle the name Ninja or something. I haven't got a clue. This comes with all of the original weapons. So the whatever the hell that is, ninja stars and things, and the little rack thing that it came with. Don't know if you meant to balance the weapons on that or not. And of course, my favourite character from the Turtles was Donatello. Again, I know he wasn't everybody's favourite, and I'm not sure. I mean, everybody probably has their own favourite, but Donatello was always my favourite. I always thought he was by far the best character out of the lot. And this figure is brilliant. It's not a soft head one, so I think there is something about the soft heads being rarer or something. This is just the standard hard head figure. But yeah, love it. Just trying to pose them. And this is from the original Playmates line. And that is Donatello. Excellent figure, that. Really like that one. So, best till last. Oh, I love it. I love it. This is an original in box. I mean, the box isn't the best condition, but this is an original in box Optimus Prime. Remember having this as a kid. This is one of the best toys I think you can ever get. So it is in box. The box is a bit rough, but the figure inside is brilliant. Now, trying to figure out whether this was a first edition and all the rest of it was an absolute bloody nightmare, because there's so many different versions and all the rest of it. So this is, I think it's the same year of, same year of release or something, but it's a T4 or something. Anyway, it's as near as much as to getting an original as I could get. So obviously you've got Prime with his trailer. Like I said, I like to try and get as complete as I can do. This is pretty much complete. We've got Prime's cannon, we've got the robot thing inside, we've got the car, we've got the petrol gun thing, got the robot thing with the missiles. What we haven't got is the petrol can and the wire for the petrol can. So if anybody's got one of those, please let us know. I'd like to pick that up. But that's the trailer with all the bits in it. And that is, of course, good old Optimus. See if I can remember how to transform him. So, like I say, this is my childhood. Oh, I don't want to force him. This is my childhood right here. Love this figure line. Some of the best figures out there, I think, personally. Certainly back then. It's got the little hologram thing on the front. Turn him around. Stick his fists in. Fists are quite hard to get, and this is part of the problem whenever you pick up something that says it's an original Optimus. I guess you don't know how much of it's been pulled together from other figures and all the rest of it. So I don't know if this is all the bits are from the same figure when it was issued or not. I haven't got a clue. But it is, as far as I'm concerned, an original Optimus Prime. Love it. Absolutely tremendous. Superb. So there you have it. That's all the comic lines that I've got on display currently. Saying that, watching Luke's video and watching Andy from Perpetual Comics talking about Visionaries and He picked up Defenders of the Earth comic a while ago, all that kind of stuff. It has got us on the hunt for other comic properties. I was looking at, I don't know if you remember a series called Brave Star a little while ago. Figures for that are through the roof, but I quite like that. So I might start looking at that as well. So lots of action figures from my my cartoon heyday, as it were. Love getting them. Going to put them on display. Still always on the lookout for more stuff or better versions. But at the moment, that's my comic book cartoon toy collection. Like I say, at the end of the video, stay tuned. I'll put them all in the cabinet, and then I'll do a quick video to show you what it all looks like in the cabinet. That's your whack. Like I say, stay on for the next bit. Catch you next time. Bye bye. Okie dokie, so starting at the bottom, there's our G.I. Joe Action Force set. Good old Snake Eyes there with, I think, was it a wolf called Timberwolf? Can't remember. With my Action Force UK version, and then G.I. Joe #1, and then the sticker album. We'll go up. We've got the Secret Wars set with Doc Doom there. That's me Stan Lee stuff. Then we've got good old He-Man, which I picked up a little while ago, with Grey Skull at the top there. And my Sword of Omens. So that's He-Man. Go down here. We've got Mask and Condor and Donatello and the Turtles. That's not an original Turtles #1, unfortunately. I'd love to have that, but I haven't got the money. We then got Thundercats and Tigra, and the Piece de la Resistance. Good old Optimus, looking absolutely stunning there. Couldn't decide whether I wanted him in truck form or robot form, and I've gone for truck form. I think that looks smart. There we are. And that's my whack. So thanks very much, everybody. That's my displays for my superhero comic book cartoon stuff. I'll just shut the doors there. I'll get a bit of a distance on it. There we are. That's how I like to display some of my collectibles. Okay, that's your whack, everybody. Thanks very much. Catch you next time.